in the vast, sun-scorched expanse of Arizona, where the cliffs stretch like jagged teeth against the sky. The Grand Canyon whispers stories older than any living memory. It is a place of quiet beauty, of sudden drops and echoing winds, where time seems to stretch and twist, bending the ordinary into something extraordinary. For centuries, it has drawn explorers, scientists, and dreamers alike, each seeking to uncover its secrets, each hoping to stumble upon something that will change everything they know about history. And yet, beneath the canyon's colossal walls, there are whispers. Whispers of a city carved from stone, hidden away from the sun, a place where the echoes of an ancient civilization still linger. This is the story of the hidden city beneath the Grand Canyon. Our story begins not with a map nor a strange artifact, but with a claim, one that seemed almost impossible. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, explorers ventured deeper into the labyrinthine canyons than anyone had gone before. They carried journals, compasses, and curiosity like a second skin. Some wrote of caves so vast they seemed to stretch for miles, tunnels that delved deep into the rock, and passageways lined with walls that bore symbols unknown to modern alphabets. One particularly careful explorer, a man named G.E. Kincaid, reported something extraordinary in 1909. Sponsored by the Smithsonian Institution, he descended into a cave near the Colorado River, and what he claimed to have found was nothing short of astonishing. According to his account, Kincaid stumbled upon a vast underground city. He described streets, pyramids, temples, and carvings all hidden miles beneath the canyon floor, as if a civilization had chosen secrecy over survival. The stones seemed polished, the walls adorned with symbols and intricate designs. And enormous mounds of gold and treasure were scattered like forgotten memories. And then, almost as soon as it appeared in the press, the story vanished. The Smithsonian never released the findings publicly, and Kincaid himself never produced physical evidence. To the modern historian, it became a whisper, a rumor, a tantalizing possibility that danced at the edges of belief. Stories, as we know, have a tendency to grow when shared. Travelers returning from the canyon spoke of echoes from underground chambers, of footsteps heard where no person stood. Some claimed to have glimpsed glowing artifacts far below the cliffs, while others swore they had seen shadows of figures moving through darkness, disappearing before their eyes. Local Native American tribes spoke of the canyon with reverence and caution. Among the Hopi and the Navajo, there were legends of a lost city, a place of immense power and wisdom, hidden from those unworthy or unprepared. Some of these stories were of subterranean passages, of rivers flowing underground, of temples where the sun never touched the stone, but where fire and life thrived in eternal twilight. These tales, passed down orally through generations, seemed to harmonize eerily with Kincaid's report. Scholars and treasure hunters alike began to speculate, could there really be a hidden city beneath the Grand Canyon? And if so, who built it, and why had it remained invisible for so long? To understand the plausibility of a hidden city beneath the canyon, we must step back and consider the geology. The Grand Canyon is composed of layers of rock that span over 1 billion years, carved and sculpted by the Colorado River and eons of erosion. Vast caves exist, some natural, some possibly expanded by human hands. Modern geologists have mapped subterranean tunnels and chambers, some large enough to suggest human modification. Could there have been a civilization sophisticated enough to burrow beneath the canyon to construct structures hidden from the eyes of the world? Some archaeologists argue that this is unlikely, that no evidence exists above ground to suggest such a society. Yet, the lack of evidence doesn't always equate to impossibility. The canyon is vast, remote, and dangerous. Many areas remain largely unexplored, and some tunnels may have collapsed over the centuries. And then there is the allure of possibility. Humans have always been drawn to the unknown. Even if the hidden city never existed, the idea of it continues to captivate, inspiring explorers, writers, and dreamers to look deeper, to imagine what might be found in the shadows beneath the cliffs. Several explorers have claimed encounters with unusual underground structures. In the early 20th century, adventurers reported descending through narrow shafts to discover halls lined with carved stones and murals. Some even described chambers that seemed to hum with a low, vibrating energy, as if the earth itself remembered the footsteps of an ancient people. One particularly daring explorer claimed to have seen a massive underground chamber supported by stone columns carved with strange geometric patterns. In the center lay a large platform, adorned with what appeared to be ceremonial objects. Gold, silver, and copper glinted in the dim light, though nothing could be removed, at least not without great risk, he insisted. These reports are fragmented, inconsistent, and often unverifiable. Yet, they persist. Each retelling adds new details. Each journal entry fuels speculation, and the myth of the hidden city grows with every whispered story. Kincaid's 1909 report remains a central piece of the puzzle. He wrote that the Smithsonian had commissioned him to explore the canyon for fossils, but he stumbled upon the underground city by accident. The report detailed stone houses, streets, and temples, and estimated the treasure within at millions of dollars worth of gold and artifacts. However, when news of the discovery reached the public, the Smithsonian denied that any such expedition had taken place. Some historians believe Kincaid may have exaggerated. Others think there was deliberate suppression, perhaps to prevent treasure hunters from flooding the canyon. And so, the story became a legend, whispered in scientific circles and Native American communities alike, leaving a tantalizing question: what did Kincaid actually see, and does it still lie hidden beneath the canyon today? Part of the allure of the hidden city lies in the symbols reported on the walls of its chambers. Explorers described markings unlike any known language, a combination of geometric shapes, spirals, and pictographs. Some theorists believe these symbols indicate a culture that predates known Native American civilizations, possibly a lost race that existed thousands of years ago. Others suggest they were ceremonial or religious in nature, meant to guard the city from intruders. In modern times, researchers have found petroglyphs along the canyon walls that seem to echo some of Kincaid's descriptions. Though nothing conclusively links these markings to a vast subterranean city, the parallels are intriguing. They hint at the possibility that human hands may have carved more than is apparent, leaving mysteries for future generations to uncover. No hidden city legend is complete without treasure. Kincaid's report described chambers brimming with gold and silver artifacts, ceremonial jewelry, and carved idols. Treasure hunters, emboldened by his claims, have scoured parts of the canyon in search of these riches. Few have found anything of value. Some report glimmers of metal in caves. Others return empty-handed, telling stories of near collapse, rock slides, and the oppressive heat of the canyon. Some even speak of a strange feeling of being watched, a chill in the darkness that defies explanation. Perhaps the treasure never existed, or perhaps it lies buried, untouched and protected by centuries of stone and secrecy. The allure is not simply wealth. It is the mystery itself, the possibility that humans can still stumble upon something beyond imagination. Today, modern technology has changed how we explore. Ground-penetrating radar, drones, and 3D scanning allow researchers to probe areas previously inaccessible. Yet even with these tools, the canyon remains elusive. Its labyrinthine tunnels twist unpredictably, and many chambers collapse under their own weight. Some teams have discovered cave systems with unusual formations, chambers large enough to have supported human habitation. Still, no conclusive evidence of a hidden city has emerged yet. The story continues to captivate adventurers. The blend of history, possibility, and danger creates an irresistible pull, the human desire to uncover what has been deliberately hidden or forgotten. The hidden city beneath the Grand Canyon is more than a story. It is a symbol. It represents our longing to discover, to find meaning in the unknown, to uncover truths that might reshape our understanding of history. Whether real or imagined, it has inspired countless books, articles, and expeditions. It reminds us that even in the most familiar landscapes, secrets can lie just out of sight, waiting for those brave enough or curious enough to seek them. And perhaps that is the true treasure. The journey of discovery itself, the quiet thrill of wondering what lies beneath, and the stories that continue to echo through the canyons of our imagination. So next time you stand at the edge of the Grand Canyon, looking down into its immense depths, pause for a moment. Imagine the tunnels winding far below, the chambers hidden from sunlight, the echoes of a lost civilization. Listen closely and perhaps you'll hear the whispers of the past stories of stone and gold of explorers who dared to look too closely, and of a city that may still be waiting beneath the earth, timeless and secret, because some mysteries are not meant to be solved. They are meant to be experienced.